Like I have a booger. That's cute. It's cute on camera. Hello, all of you beautiful people out there on YouTube. I am Bella, and I am going to be doing some makeup today. And I'm going to be showing you an eye look featuring, which I'm just so jazzed about, it's like insane, featuring the new Morphe and Jeffree Star collaboration palette. I was so excited to buy this palette. I freaked out. Thank goodness for Afterpay, because otherwise my husband was going to not be happy. First thing though is I want to talk a little bit about how I do my eyebrows. So there's a saying where your eyebrows should be cousins, not sisters, and I'm lucky if that happens. This one was a difficult eyebrow, so I went ahead and did that off camera. But in order to be able to show you how I did it, I'm gonna do this one on camera. So what I love to use, I am such a fan of pomades. Eyebrow pomades are my absolute favorite. I feel like they glide on really, really easily versus a pencil or any other eyebrow product. It's personal preference, so whatever your jam is for brows, use that. For me, it is my Maybelline Tattoo Studio in the shade Auburn. Show you that right there. You can see that. My favorite eyebrow brush to use is actually like super cheap. I think it's like $4 and it's from Essence. Right there. And it's become one of my absolute favorite, if not my favorite. I just go in with a very generous amount. And what I like to do is I like to start out drawing a baseline. So I just take my natural eyebrow, just draw a line, and then I work off that line. I just fill in where I need to fill in, and then I go up into my eyebrow hairs. I have really strange eyebrows, so my eyebrow hair grows like super thick right here, and then it's like nothing. Then what I want to do is I'm going to stay right along the bottom here, and then just continue that line. Get a little bit more pomade. And then I go along the top ever so slightly so I don't end up looking like Bert from Bert and Ernie. And sometimes that happens. Now, there are all kinds of tricks for that if that does happen. If you go too hardcore on your eyebrows, there's a really, really super easy way to fix it. And I'm gonna show you that in just a minute because this never turns out right for me right here. See? Well, actually, that's actually pretty good. Who knew? So, if I come down, say I accidentally don't make as sharp as a point or a tail as I want. Really, really, really easy, fast trick. And let me just fill this in a little bit more. So as a makeup artist, my absolute best friend is a pointed Q-tip, and I will show you why. So what you want to do, a super easy trick, say you don't have as sharp as a point as you want on your tail of your eyebrow. My best friend, being a makeup artist, is a pointed Q-tip. So all you do is you just take it, you're gonna drag it down on the inside, and look at that. Boom, sharp line, done. I use it all the time. Same rule applies for when you're doing your wing. If you want it a little bit sharper, you can actually use a pointed Q-tip. Use a little bit of setting spray or micellar water, whatever you want to use. Don't go too heavy on it, but you can do the same exact thing with the wing. I think they look pretty even. Hopefully, if they're not cousins, they're in the same family at least. So sometimes that's not always the case. Sometimes they go crazy, and then you end up using like 5 pointed Q-tips to fix them. All right, just a little bit of brow gel, just to hold them in place, because it's clear brow gel too, by Anastasia Beverly Hills. And I love it because sometimes right here, my eyebrows go insane. They just like to do whatever they want and like go wherever they want. So this tames them right down. I'm so excited. Oh my gosh, you guys. Seriously, I'm so excited. I had a timer set on my phone. Like, actually I had 3 timers set on my phone. So I got this before it sold out. I absolutely love Jeffree Star. I absolutely love Morphe. I have pretty much all of the Jeffree Star palettes with the exception of 2, and then Morphe, same deal applies. So when they collabed with the brushes and everything recently, I was really hoping that there was going to be an eyeshadow palette, like a big Artistry palette, and here it is. Inside, it is amazing. It is gorgeous. Oh my goodness. It's got a full-size mirror in it, which is phenomenal. I'm just going to remove this so you guys can see the shades. So with this, oh my gosh, you guys, seriously, look at these. So something that is really interesting is none of these shades are in any Jeffree Star palette currently. He talked about it in his video. And there's also some glitter shades, which I'm really excited to try out, because if you don't get a glitter shade right, it pretty much is like, it feels like putting Vaseline with just chunks of glitter on your lids. So I'm excited to try this out. Let's get to it. But before I start applying, I just want to let you know, when I do my eyeshadow, I don't use eyeshadow primer. Sometimes I do. It just depends. If I want a really smoky or dark look, I'll use a primer just so it really grips, because not all eyeshadows or pigments are made equal. But I do use a concealer, and then I set it with my face powder. So that's why I have very even tone, because actually I have really dark eyelids, which is weird. I'm gonna go into shade Lynn on here, which is pretty much, it looks like it matches. Ooh, okay. So right here, you guys, like, I don't know if you can see that. You definitely want to tap off the excess before you go in and put it on your lid, because it's gonna get fallout. And I'm one of those weirdos that likes to do my foundation and everything first and then my eyes last. So you're definitely gonna be getting fallout if you don't tap off your brush. So then I just go in and I put it, ooh, that's pretty. Shade Lynn, huh? It's got a, oh yeah, there's quite a bit of fallout, but good pigmentation. Oh, I like it. This is it's very brightening too, and actually it's got really good coverage, which means there's high pigmentation to it. So I'm gonna go in with Lynn again, all over the lid, all the way up to the brow. I didn't pluck my eyebrows, so I'm really trying to cover it up. It's a great way to cheat if you don't feel like plucking your brows or getting them threaded or whatever. Just pack eyeshadow on it, it's fine. So now we're set to go in with whatever shade we want. Ooh, so many to choose from, I don't know. Oh my God. This is just like a dream here. Getting into my Jeffree Star Morphe palette with my Storybook Cosmetics Harry Potter wand brushes. So yeah, I absolutely have been waiting to use these for something special, and today's that day. So I am gonna pick the Elder Wand to go in, because why not? This is the brush. You guys, look at this. It is amazing. Oh my gosh. And it's really heavy. It's actually really comfortable to hold. So Storybook Cosmetics, way to go. Okay, so in this giant palette, I am gonna go into probably this shade first. It's called Pink Fleet. I'm just gonna go in with my Elder Wand, and again, I'm gonna tap off the excess. You see the excess fall off of there. You definitely don't want that to fall out. So then I just take this and I go into the crease. Oh, look at that color. Ooh, look at that. That's a really pretty, it's almost like a fuchsia pink. So I'm digging that. I think when you add just neons and bright colors, it just, I don't know, I feel like it brightens up my day. So, but not everyone enjoys a good fuchsia on their lid. Do what makes you feel good. That's what makeup's all about. It's just enhancing your natural beauty, and it's what makes you feel good. So you can do whatever you want. I happen to really be digging this shade. So again, I'm just gonna kind of buff it right into my crease, but then also drag it up a little bit right here. So, and when you stay in the shade, the same shade family, you always want to start out with a lighter, or at least with me, I start out with the lighter of the colors that I want. And then I'll go in with the darker shades because I like to use the same brush. It makes it easier. So, and it's easier to put dark on light than it is reversed, right? It's makeup science. Just kidding. It's just my crazy ramblings. Don't mind me. And then I'm gonna go into shade Mogul, which is really, really pretty. Almost, it reminds me of the color that's on the box when I pick my hair dye out. So then I'm just gonna take the same brush, go into it, and then just blend my life away right here. Just blend right into the pink that I already have, into Pink Fleet. So you see how it gives you, and don't worry about this right now because we're gonna fix this. If you wanna make it just a little bit even so it's not a line, that's fine. But you see how it gives you a beautiful transition, darker to a little bit lighter. That's what you want to go for when you're adding shades, when you're blending shades and putting different ones together, which actually they're called transition shades, right? That's the first shade we put on. So I'm, man, Morphe, Morphe and Jeffree Star. Match made in heaven, and I am digging these colors. They're so bright and fun. I love it. I don't care if it's the dead of winter. I am gonna wear some electric eyeshadow because it makes me feel good. And also, it's the dead of winter. Who doesn't need some fun and just to be like cheered up? And this is my bag, so that's what cheers me up.
Your right eye comes out a little farther, but you go ahead.
I'll be a real if you don't stop talking. Just to kind of even it out, I go in just a little bit below my eyebrow, where it ends, because what I want to do is actually go underneath my eye with a different brush. So I like to go in with a pointed brush under my eye, and I'm going to use both those same shades. So I'm going to use Pink Fleet first. Ooh, and this one we got to be careful because don't want to go crazy and make a big dent in the palette. At least I don't want to. So then I go and I use this and I just line under my eye with it. And I apologize for my crazy faces that I make, but you know what? I do it all the time, so at the very least it should be a little bit of comedy. And for some reason, I cannot close my mouth. My brain does not process like, hey, when you're putting stuff on your eyes, close your mouth. You look insane. So yeah, y'all are gonna get to see that too. So right here, I just kind of marry these two together. I marry the top with the bottom. And there we go. And then I'm gonna do the same on the other eye. That's why I bring it out a little bit further, just so I can make them meet. And then once I do that, I'm happy with what it looks like. I want to go back in with the darker shade, which is Mogul, and I want to line just real close to my eye with that, just on the outer edge under the eye. Why do I do this? I don't know. I just like the way it looks. There's probably a reason why that's like professional sounding, but I don't know it. I just like it. See how you have a line right here? You want to blend that out, but you don't want to go in with your same brush because it's got product on it. You actually want to go in with the brush that you use. At least this is what I do because it's easy and I don't like dirtying 5,000 brushes. I'm going to go back in with the same brush that I used to apply my base, just to kind of blend it together and make it so there's no harsh lines. See how that just evened it right out and made it so there's no line? I'm gonna do the same on this side, and you don't have to go crazy, you just be real soft and going in there. And now here's the fun part. Remember how I said don't mess around with this? You don't need to, because we're gonna go over it again with a different shade. I definitely wanna get my hands in this glitter. But first I'm gonna go into this shade right here, which is called 2. And I'm gonna make the shape that I want. I'm gonna place this down and then I'm gonna place the glitter shade on top. Okay, so what I like to do, I like to go in with my finger because it's just easy. You get a lot more pigmentation on it, especially when I'm packing things on the lid. You can use a brush. I just personally, it's just easiest for me. Also, fun fact, I'm half blind in my left eye, so this makes it real. It's better for me. Being able to feel my lid and where I'm putting it, as opposed to me jabbing myself in the eyeball with my brush. So then I go in with the other finger and I just pack this on the lid. See how I drag it up? So then that harsh line that we had before kind of just disappears. And it's gonna do that even more. Woo! There. It's gonna do that even more. And that's really pretty. I like that shade. I'm very pink. Here's where it gets fun. So what I'm gonna do is it's called Shade Millions. So I'm just gonna take my finger and I'm just gonna pack that in the center of my lid, just right here, and just see what that looks like. We're all gonna learn together today. First impression, woo! Look at that, holy cow. Actually, I'm just gonna swatch that. That's amazing. So yeah, we're gonna put that right on the lid. Oh, I can't wait. Okay. Oh. Wow. Okay, so if pressed glitter isn't done right, what it can do is not only can it feel like Vaseline on your lid, and it will make your makeup move around all crazy, and it can actually pull your makeup up that you've already set down. But this, oh, this feels nice. It's actually slightly tacky, but I feel like that's gonna make it have a lot of staying power. This lid now, oh. Wow. I'm really digging this glitter shade. I was so hoping it was gonna be good. And you know what? It is. Oh, I went a little crazy. Right there. Oh, see how it's gotten on the lid? Q-tip. So we just want to go in and then turn it and knock that off and then just clean it up a little bit. No harm, no foul. Really easy to fix. I love it. I knew this was gonna be so good. This is what I have going on. That hopefully everything is translating well, because you guys, this is amazing. This Jeffree Star Morphe palette I knew it was going to be one of my favorites. It absolutely is. I cannot wait to dig into the other shades. The glitter is, in my opinion, it's the best pressed glitter in an eyeshadow palette that I've ever used. So, and that because I've used a lot. So great job. I love it. Last touch. Oh gosh, I'm obsessed with setting spray. Again, same principle applies. Anybody says you're using too much setting spray, you don't need that negativity in your life. Thank you for watching. This is my first video. I hope to do many more. Let me know looks, anything you want to see, looks, skincare, anything and everything. I'm all about teaching and education when it comes to beauty, tips and tricks. Put it down in the comments, and thank you again for come in here. And I hope you like and subscribe. And again, I'm Bella, and this is Belladonna Beauty.